Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? How's it going? Welcome back to American Truck Heavy Haulers, and today we have ourselves an extra big delivery where we're going to be heading all the way down from Pendleton all the way through Burns. It's about there it is right there. It's a 4-hour right there, close to 5-hour trip. We got 198 miles to go. This is the Heavy Haulers DLC pack that you can get with American Truck Simulator. So I'm excited to do it. This is going to be the second time I've done this, and I did run into a little bit of an issue the first time actually going through with recording, or not with recording, but playing it just for fun. There is some points, and I'm pretty sure it's because of the police headlights or the sirens and stuff that they have, the lights on top of their cars, that it's going to make us do a little bit of a skip here and there, but hopefully we will be fine. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to be rocking here with today. As you can see, we're going to be moving with this bad boy right here. So we have yet to turn anything on. We got a pipe rack and everything going, so we're definitely going to be making our way towards a factory of some sort. We got the news crew, we got everybody out here, so we'll go ahead and hop back inside and turn this bad boy on here. Engine sound, and actually a little bit of news. We actually went ourselves and bought ourselves a new truck from the last time, which you guys will see hopefully in the next episode here. So we're gonna go ahead and get everything going here. We'll turn on our hazards and go ahead and pop this bad boy here into first gear and get to moving and meet up with our transport, which should be somewhere up here around the corner. Now, a little bit of FYI, I'm not gonna do everything, you know, as realistically as you can get, simply because I mean, I don't have the means. I have the means to, but I'm just gonna do it for fun. We're here to have a little bit of fun. We're gonna be making our way up towards through Oregon, which I've only done one time before. And the fun part about it is we do have ourselves a very big trailer with a big old truck, so we're gonna have a little bit of fun making our way up through here. Hopefully it goes good. I did run into an issue another time trying this, to where my transport vehicles actually got stuck. Hopefully we don't hit anything there. Wasn't really paying attention. We should be good. All right, so here we go. Here's our transport, guys. We got everything on. We are good to go. We'll go ahead and get these guys start moving, and we'll swing out a little bit here and hopefully don't take over this this stop sign. Go ahead and turn a little bit sharper here than what we were doing. Hit the brakes some. We might be able to clear that. Let's see, are we actually hitting things there? No, we actually made it. All right, great job. We're still moving. We're good. We actually made it. I wanted to swing out a little bit there just to make sure that that we didn't run into anything that we weren't supposed to. So last episode of Heavy Haulers, I did a little bit of editing and stuff on there, and through the editing process of going through, I actually realized of how I want to make episodes here in the future. Not too sure how it's going to go with this one right here, because we might not have the means to do it this episode, as in like I want to take a little bit of time with cinematics and stuff. I see what a lot of people do on American Truck Simulator, and I want to change things up just a little bit, so that way it'll be a little bit more entertaining for you guys, add a little bit more of an editing aspect into it other than just talking, because let's be quite frankly honest, guys, there's millions of people out there you guys rather listen to talk other than myself, and I'm right there with you. I completely understand that. So one thing that I'm going to do is try to throw in a completely different editing aspect to this, and hopefully it'll be a little bit enjoyable for you guys. I do love how with this DLC pack, it does show a lot of people out there just talking on the side of the road. We got the cops and everything else helping us move through here, and really and truly for a 4-hour job and only getting paid $9,000, we should, this is you would think you get paid a little bit more with a job like this right here, but I guess in real life, if you're just driving 4 hours down the road for a 4-hour job and you're getting paid $9K, I would 100% do it. Definitely would be a little bit stressful. Let's see if we can't swing in here. That should make that with no issue at all. So we should be good there. One thing that we do have to worry about, though, is that we are sticking out on both sides. So once we get on the interstate and we continue going straight, they are going to allow people to come through here. So we just have to make sure that we're holding this right side of the road, following our lead guy here, and not swinging out further than what we need to. So yeah, like I was saying, guys, I went through, I figured out kind of how I wanted to edit everything from the time being moving forward. Halfway through, the first episode was really more or less, or not, the first video on the channel was more or less a little bit of a introduction, kind of figuring out the groove of it. And I will say I've been having a lot of fun with it. Very enjoyable for me to do. I wish I could get the sound fixed for the Jake brake here. I'm not too sure why it's sounding the way that it does. I know it's supposed to sound a little bit more badass than that. But yeah, so we'll continue working on it and improve as we go along. But we got 4 hours and 29 minutes left to go. Still got a little bit of a ways here, so we'll probably do a little bit of magic wonders of editing and catch you guys whenever we're, into a little bit of a different spot. So one thing that I'm noticing, coming through these curves and stuff here, and I actually messed up a little bit behind us, so I wasn't able to get a little bit of footage that I wanted to get there. But the police officer in front of us, if we can get another car, you'll definitely be able to see, continues like nudging over into the left lane a little bit, kind of like almost pushing them over. I'm not too sure if that's exactly what he's doing, but I keep noticing that. That's one thing I keep seeing him do a little bit here. But I wish it was a little bit daytime. Right now I think it is I'm not too sure where the clock is here on this truck, but it's a little bit past 11, almost 12 p.m. So if it was daytime, we'd have some crazy views. All the roads that we are on right now are roads that we haven't gotten the chance to drive through yet. So it's a little bit of a twisty road. I'm actually thoroughly enjoying myself right now here on American Truck Simulator. You can kind of see the outside view here. One thing with the controllers, once you look away, you get a little bit of a horrible view at the road and what to do. But so yeah, we're still making our way through here. Probably, I'm guessing we're gonna hit another interstate along the way. We do got a few little curvy roads here up in front, which is something that I really enjoy trying to go through. And one thing that I've been trying to kind of base myself around here with starting a new channel with sim games, and we got a little bit of an overhang here. We shouldn't really worry about it too much because we don't have any cars coming from the other side, so we should be good. This is a small road by itself, and we have a left-hand turn up here as well that we're about to make, which makes for fun. I picked the most curvy road that I could find simply so that way we could get the fun aspect out of it, trying to make as many turns as we can with this. One thing about it is with this trailer, if we were to get into a situation where we had to back up and turn, that sort of thing, it's going to be a no-go. It's going to be a no-go for me because this thing, I've tried it before. These trailers right here are incredibly hard to get situated. It's not like, obviously, if you play the game, it's not like backing up a regular trailer, a regular, 18, 40 foot, however long trailer that they are. You have multiple, there's 3 trailers on this, so you really kind of have to, it's virtually impossible for me, is what I'm trying to say. So we got a few trucks pulled over to the side of the road here. Police officers are doing their job. This actually might be a lookout spot here. We'll see what happens whenever we drive by. We might discovered a lookout spot. Still popping up as a question mark. Maybe because they're there, it's actually hugging the way a little bit. But so yeah, we don't have too much further to go. We're kind of holding really a lot below 40 right now. 40 is the max that we can go in these trucks when we're hauling these heavy hauls, just by state ordinance and laws. So we are kind of just cruising up the mountain here. Luckily, this Peterbilt has got enough power to make it through here, and the new truck that we got isn't a Peterbilt. We instead went with a Kinsworth. Excited to get the first heavy haul with that. One thing I wanted to do was try to get the sounds and everything fixed before we started doing that. I have a little bit of a journey planned for us that I want to go through, and with the news of Texas potentially coming sometime soon, I'm definitely looking forward to that new state as well. Especially with how big Texas is, I'm gonna be curious on the actual scale of how it could be driving from one side of the state to the other. So definitely looking forward for Texas to come out. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. I know we'll have Texas and then probably Montana sometime after, but we still have a little bit of a ways to go. I think we're probably moving into maybe 2 hours left. We should be getting close to that halfway point here. We'll go ahead and slow down. We're definitely over 40 right here, and with as much weight as we're carrying, we do not want to go too much above that. Luckily, there's not too much traffic on the road coming from the other side, especially with it being a 2-lane road. But we'll get back in touch once we get a little bit closer to our destination. All right, nice little left-hand turn here. Looks like we are good with the traffic. Go ahead and slow it down just a little bit more. Swing a little bit as well. I mean, we should have plenty enough room to cover this though. Yeah, we should. Yup, we're Gucci. We got it. That's what I love. That is the best part about any trucking game, is whenever you have freight that is this big. There is nothing wrong with running with trailers like that. It is fun. If you're building a fleet, there's nothing wrong with it. But whenever you have these kind of missions or deliveries where you really have to swing wide, and especially with like someone like me, because I don't know what I'm doing. I've never, the biggest thing that I've driven to an 18-wheeler was a boom truck. That's the biggest thing. It's a decent size truck, but I mean nothing like this. So it kind of gives you a little bit of a fun feeling, like you're driving something big. And then the scenery and stuff as well. Ugh. All right, let's see if we can't make it. This might be a little bit. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh yeah. Just gotta keep it steady. It's that back one that we really gotta worry about here. It's that back one that wants to turn that way. We're gonna try to guide as best as we can here. Looks like we hit something else along the way. That's not good. We're probably gonna have to scrape it a little bit. Oh no. So yeah, like I was saying, you really gotta enjoy the swinging wide, right? Like it's fun. It is when you mess up that way. You know what? It is what it is, right? But either way, though, we did run into a little bit of an issue right there. We were able to get it situated. I don't think that we really done too much damage here to the truck. It was an unfortunate event where we didn't hug the right side of the road or the left side of the road before we decided to turn. So we ended up getting ourselves caught that way. But you learn your lessons and stuff, right? So we know not to do that again. The next place I would definitely like to go is I'm going to buy Wyoming sometime today. Go ahead and get that installed once we get done with this. And I mean, it's not like it takes long. It takes like literally 30 seconds for it to install. Like American Truck Simulator is such a small game. It takes, I think, overall 3 minutes to install the game onto your PC. So it's not like it's a big download or anything at all. But we'll go ahead and get that installed, and that's another state that I want to go through. I heard through a lot of reviews that Colorado, Wyoming, and Washington State are some of the best places to travel through. So we've been through Colorado. Obviously, we've been through Washington. The next place we go through is Wyoming. Colorado definitely, by far, is, in my opinion, the best state on American Truck Simulator. And with every new state that comes out, it seems like the attention to detail grows massively. So I'll be 100% looking forward to what Texas is going to look like, and what Montana especially is going to look like. I feel like Texas is such a big place, and they can throw a lot of attention to detail through Texas, but Montana, with the scenery that we could potentially have through that, I will 100% be looking forward to it. We're gonna get out the way of that dump truck there a little bit, and we are back up into the mountains. We got another sharp turn up here that we're gonna have to go through and try to swing ourselves around that, but this one shouldn't be an issue. So hopefully you guys saw what I was talking about with the police officer right there. He kind of swerves over a little bit, kind of tells him like, hey, you know, get back on your side of the road, you know what I mean? But we are getting closer and closer by the mile to our drop-off point. Luckily, with this DLC, the only thing you have to do is just pull up straight into it. So we should be good on that part. We shouldn't have to worry too much. This truck, by the way, is definitely a Peterbilt, is the next truck that I'm going to buy. We got the Kinsworth now, just simply because I enjoyed with being at level 13, the amount of options that we had for the Kinsworth. So next truck that we're going to get is going to 100% be a Peterbilt, and see if we can't get something, a cool build out of that. and continue building that fleet. So you guys will see the next truck that we bought just last night in the next episode. What a nice truck right there, and another Popo. We got a few cars behind us, so it looks like our backup guy is doing what he needs to do. And we got some twisty, turny roads up ahead. Everything's starting to still look good. I know the sun, it looks like the sun's starting to come up, but it should only be about 2 a.m. I'm not sure where the clock is in this truck. There might not even be one, but yeah, it should only be about like maybe 2 a.m. right now. Not too late at all, or early in the morning. I'll swing around here, and I'm loving the state of this game right now. I am absolutely addicted to it. On Steam right now, they do have the sim event that they have going on. So basically, if there's a game that you've been debating about getting other than Microsoft Flight Simulator, it should be on sale right now. I know that Microsoft Flight Sim is on there, but they definitely do not have that game on sale right now. If you have Game Pass, I believe it's only the Game Pass. That's where I was playing it a little while ago. I love flight sims. Flight sims is what got me into sim games in the first place, but unfortunately that is a game that I cannot play and record at the same time. That's more or less of a let's have a little bit of fun by ourselves here. We are too close to the road here. We need to go a little bit towards the left before we knock out some of those road signs here, some of those guards. So we'll come swing over here a little bit. We got another turn coming back towards the left again. I'm loving this road though. I wish that we could take that exit right there and go up through the dirt road. There is a nice place here. I believe it is in Washington, or maybe I believe it's in Washington. There's a nice dirt road that leads up to the top of a mountain that has a very, very nice logging road. That is fun to go up. I've done a few missions on that when I first started getting back into the game here. And it's crazy how if you play this game vanilla and you're not using any money cheats or anything like that on this game, it does take you a while to level up to get all these trucks. I believe for me to get level 13 where I reached last night or yesterday, it took me probably, all jokes aside, maybe 12, 13 hours to get to that point. Probably longer. Honestly, it was probably closer to 20 because it's been about a week now. And let's check real quick. All right, it's 4:48 a.m. That's a lot later than what we originally thought it was going to be. I didn't check to see how far we got. 45 minutes left to go here. We're going to cruise on over to the left side of the road for just a second, and we'll turn back over. So we're not too far away from the breaking point. So what I think we're going to do is go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a cinematic driving montage on the way there. So we'll catch up with you guys when we're about there. I know I'm talking way too much for you guys to enjoy, but we'll catch up when we get to our destination. So we are now in Burns, getting ready to pull up to our destination. We got one more left to make here, and we're gonna be dropping off this tank with some pipes running away from it over here. So it was I wasn't expecting, because it was a 4-hour trip from 12 p.m. I wasn't expecting the sun to come up at like 4:30, but here we are now. I think it's like maybe 6 a.m. and it looks fantastic here. So not too sure, honestly. We do have a construction site here. I'm not 100% sure what they're going to do with what we are taking to them right now, but they might be able to put it to good use. Maybe, who knows, maybe it's a some kind of water generator thing. I have no idea, but I definitely wouldn't expect what we have to be coming to a housing development like this right here. But we're gonna go ahead and hook this left turn here. Look at these guys out here working hard first thing in the morning. We should be able to easily get in here into this parking lot. We do need to come back just a little bit. Hopefully we don't hit anything. We should be able to make it. And I think that we are good here. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Do not want to see that. All right, we'll go ahead and level out here just a little bit and pull on up to our destination where we need to be. Nice little spot here though. Love the attention to detail you see in some of these newer states that we have. Let's go up a little bit more. Boom. Let's throw this bad boy in neutral, throw the parking brake on, and real quickly, I'm going to see if I can grab a few screenshots real fast. So thank you guys very much for watching. We'll go ahead and pull up everything that we're supposed to do here. So we got 198 miles in total. Time taken took us 8 hours, so it took us double from what we were originally expecting. And we're almost level 14 here, 41 gallons of fuel contained or used here. But thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully here sometime soon we'll be able to get everything actually in track and get used to the whole momentum of actually recording these. I'm testing a few different things out. So if you took the time to watch it all the way through, thank you very much. I appreciate your patience, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much. Have a good one.